Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Welcome back to That Social Media Show. I am your host, Heather Porter, and this is the show where we give you tips, advice, and strategies to be a social media success. Now, in this episode, we're going to be talking about Pinterest fundamentals, tips from novice to expert. Pinterest, this is one of those really cool tools that if you get it right, you're going to do well online. So 2 quick things, though, before we start. Number 1, we get practical, as always. So I love you to watch this show with your device, your laptop, your desktop, your Kindle, whatever you have. Grab it, pull it out. Let's get active together. I want you to follow along, yeah? Secondly, ask and share. Obviously, this is all about social media, so I love to get your comments and your questions and your help. I'm stuck moments. And to do that, you can go use the hashtag That Social Media Show, and I'll be on there engaging with you guys. But also, of course, if you like this episode, share it. Share it with the people out there in the world to help them grow their business. All right, so what are we going to cover in this episode? What is Pinterest and why is it known as the buyer's platform? Personal versus business accounts, which ones do you need? How to set up your Pinterest account to get more visits? How to plan out and then set up your boards? How to pin to get the best results? The power of using collaboration boards? 3 steps to becoming a curator, and that's going to save you a lot of time. And finally, small business Pinterest success stories, because of course it wouldn't be That Social Media Show if I don't pull up a few amazing pages and show you what they're doing in their business. So guys, are you ready? Let's get started. What is Pinterest and why is it known as the buyer's platform? So many people, when I say to them, who here in the room has heard of Pinterest, don't raise their hand. Or if I say, who's heard of it but has never used it in their business, most people raise their hand. Very small fraction of businesses actually use Pinterest. Those that do are primarily in the beauty space or the wedding space or anything that has to do with a woman wanting to buy something online. So let's talk through what Pinterest actually is. Here, you can see Pinterest homepage on your screen. How is it laid out? So basically, you come to the home page here, and it's like any social media account where you have a news feed. So you're going to see all these pins. So obviously, Pinterest calls them pins and not posts. They're pins coming up on your screen. But you can also do a search or a sort quite quickly. So in the top right, you will see that this little drop down that's open here already for you. You can actually sort by popular. So you can see right now on Pinterest what's actually trending. This is good market research for you as a business owner, but also to get you ideas as to the types of content that you might be wanting to create in your business. So you can sort by popular, you can sort by gifts and videos and art and gardening and geek and travel. There's so many different ways of sorting for pins. So how Pinterest works, if you think of it like a big vision board. So it's basically where you go to curate or put together things that you want in your life, that you want to purchase, or things that you want your life to be. So you're literally going onto Pinterest and you're pinning or repinning other people's amazing content into boards that are on your own profile. So you're kind of keeping track of different videos or photos as to, what you want in your life. So a really good example of that would be that if you were a bride and you have a wedding coming up, then you might have all sorts of boards related to your wedding. So wedding dress, flowers, makeup, honeymoon ideas, all sorts of amazing boards, right? So you create all these boards, and then you basically are going through Pinterest and you're looking for things that might be of interest to you, and then you can click on any of these amazing pieces of content and pin it into your board. So when you return into the future, you can go back to your profile and you have all the things that you want already laid out there nicely for you. And obviously, you're going to be in a buying mindset. So if you're pinning things on a board that you want your life to be like or that you want to own, you're in a buying mindset. So it's incredibly powerful as a business owner to get your products or services on this site so women can then pin them. And I say women because it's primarily used by women, but more on that in a moment. This is a Pinterest account. So what you see here is my Pinterest account. So like anything, you have your photo at the top, you have your website, you have a short little bio, but how it's organized, like I just said, is based on your pin boards. So in my case, I have, obviously I'm in the social media and online marketing space, so I have content marketing strategy board, I have a social media infographics board, but I also have personal parts as well. So I have my favorite places I have visited, I have home ideas, inspiration for entrepreneurs. So I'm clearly using this as a business resource, but this is what your account would look like as well. So whether you have personal or business, it'll look just like this, where you have a bio up at the top and you have all these boards underneath. And you're gonna be pinning to those boards using the Pinterest newsfeed or going out amongst the internet to websites and pinning from other people's websites, including your own, which is quite powerful. So let's talk a little bit about some stats, because I want you guys to really understand the power behind Pinterest, if it makes sense for your market, that is. So there are 100 million active monthly users who are looking to plan, buy, and do. That's the Pinterest business page blog's tagline. We basically help people plan, buy, and do. Like I just said to you, right? So it's an elaborate vision board. It's a place where you're curating things to buy and do in your life. It's mostly women who are under the age of 40 with a higher disposable income. So mostly women that are in urban areas that are curating and collating information for their life that they want to buy, that they want to do. 80% are repins. Okay, let's talk about that. So if you're pinning a piece of content on your board, that is now publicly available for anyone on Pinterest. Not only your followers can they see it in their newsfeed, but anybody can discover it. They can come across it and discover it. 80% are repins. If you think about Facebook or Twitter, and even some other accounts like Instagram, it's hard to get people to share your information. People are very protective about their content on those networks and what they actually post, and they want to make it more about their business. So Pinterest is totally opposite. It's where people love to share content. They're looking for things to share and pin on their boards. So when you put a piece of content out there, people are actually going to be repinning that over and over and over again. Actually, so much so that a pin gets 50% of its engagement after 3.5 months. Think about that for a second. Lifespan of content. Twitter, fast. Facebook, quite quick. Within a few hours, you know, your post or your update's pretty much gone. It's like disappeared and it's now on your wall and it's not in news feeds. Pinterest, on the other hand, after 3.5 months, only 50% of your engagement has happened. Evergreen content. That means that basically you can put content up and it's going to live for a long time. People are going to repin it, people are going to share it. So it's an amazing place to curate what your business does with the hopes that people are just going to keep sharing it over time. So it's time well spent, you know, invested in creating the content and putting it on Pinterest. So personal versus business accounts, which one do you need? Well, they look pretty much identical. The main difference is the analytics that you get as a business account. So what I want to do really, really quickly so you can see the amazing benefits of this is I want to take you into my computer and I'm going to show you where you can actually sign up for a business account and also what the analytics looks like. So again, it just makes it all worthwhile. If you actually know your demographics and what they're engaging with and your most popular pins, that's why in and of itself you would want to have a Pinterest business account. You can tell it's a tongue twister for me. My goodness, a Pinterest. All right, so come on over into my computer and I'm going to show you a few things. Okay, so on my screen, you're looking at my board that I just showed you before, my account where you have all my different pin boards. Here in the top right, you basically have your different tools. So as a business account, you'll have a little option here that says analytics that's turned on to you. So if I click on that, what's going to happen is it's going to open up with my analytics page inside of Pinterest. And I can see my overall profile, my audience, my activity. I can even, at the top, there's another menu there. There's my audience as well and activity from my own website. Because another thing is when you have a business account, you can verify your website. So you're linking your website into your Pinterest account. So it's also going to do analytics based on what people are sharing, if they're pinning images or videos from your actual website as well. So an amazing tool here, you can see where my followers are coming from, primarily the US, and then I have Korea and India as well, and the cities, and it's telling me a lot of information about my followers. So again, that alone is why you would want a business account. Well, how do you get a business account? So you want to just Google business for Pinterest, but there's a website here, business.pinterest.com, and this is their whole business area. So all you need to do is go here and click the nice big reddish orangish button that says join as a business. If you have an account, what they'll do is they'll transfer it over to the business settings. And if you don't, then you can just go ahead and create one here. So you'll see there's an option that says convert if you already have an account. It's relatively painless. You suddenly have analytics and suddenly have the option to link your website in with your business account. So I highly recommend doing that, and then you'll get to know a lot more about your followers and your pins, and also know which of your pins are most popular. So you need a business account, in summary, for that. How to set up your Pinterest account to get more visits. So obviously, Pinterest is all about pinning, but you still need to attract people into your account, into your boards, into your pins, to engage with them, to check them out, to click on them, and to repin them on their own boards as well. So how might you actually do that? So what you first want to do is create boards on your Pinterest account that are related to the keywords for which you would like to rank. Okay, so people, when they go on Pinterest, if they're wanting to, say, be a bride and they're looking for brides' dresses, for wedding gowns or bridesmaids' dresses, they're going to type up at the top in the search bar, wedding dresses. Now, they're either going to see pins that come up, or they'll see boards. So they can actually sort by pinners, by pins, or by boards. So if you create a board using the keywords that your market wants, then your boards will come up in those searches. And here's where it gets exciting. People can then follow your board. So if you're adding more content into that particular board, say your wedding gown board that you have as a wedding gown designer company, then suddenly all the brides that are following that board, whenever you release a new design, they're going to be alerted and they're going to see that. So using your keywords in your boards is incredibly powerful. Like earlier I was showing you on my board or my page, I had a little board called Inspiration. It used to just be called Inspiration, by the way. Now I named it Inspiration for Entrepreneurs. So I've kind of been tweaking my own boards with keywords, and again, it's to allow people to easily be able to find you in the search results and to rank for the keywords. And it's all about the keywords online, as you know. So incredibly powerful. What else might you do? So, and really quickly,
to continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.